All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the live stream. Can you guys hear me clearly? Voice test 1 2 3 1 2 3. Sound check. All right. So let's just get started. Okay. Let's go. So let's just break down the chart. Market just continuously pushing to the upside, just like clearly showing a very strong bullish momentum right now. So let's just go through from daily time frame. I think so. We just need to flip from daily to H4. H4 we're just having like a resistance on the left hand side. At the same time we just had like a support here quickly from H4 to H1. H1 just like continuously rejecting from the same support area. Now just like breaking above the current support or resistance area. Actually what way I can see, you know what, if the candle is going to break above this high, there's a very high probability it will fill this wick on the left hand side. This was actually expecting from this one, but I just need to stick with some kind of new resistance here. So I'm just like need to see how the market is going to be wrecked at this area. So now you can see it's just like continuously pushing to the upside, showing volume in it. So it's like very important to see how this candle just about to be closed. We are having like a rejection wick on the left hand side from where market just rejected very quickly, and look at this one, how much it just like drop from this area. It's just like move more than 100 pips from that rejection area. So there's a probability it can again reject from the same area. So just need to see if it's just like going to be create some kind of structure, give us some kind of confirmation candle. If it's just like going to break above this high like 36.90, so we're just going to be hit like 36.95. So whenever gold is going to be break above all-time high, there is a probability it will move with a $5 increment. So just need to wait here, just wait and watch. So yeah, today I was just like very aggressive during the Asian session. I just never do Asian session mostly, but today I have just done with the Asian session. There's like a lot of mistake I have just done there. So let me just show you. Wait, this is my trade history. So this is a trade which I have just taken here on the base of 30-minute time frame. Just wanted to take a buy actually. So if you just look at this one, this candle just like created a wick and break above this candle, which just do not have a upper wick. It just break above the high. I just executed, then it just start flipping to the downside. I wanted to add one more position here. If you just like break the low of the previous candle, then this will become like an invalid buys actually. But it just like come down. I just like try to put my another position into it, but you know what happened? I open opposite position, and I just didn't realize that because I was just like using mobile phone, as it just like went in my favor like 15 70 pips, and just I just wanted to secure some position. So when as I just like went there for the editing, so I just saw that I just opened a wrong trade there. So I just close everything here. Then here I just like give my trade another chance with a 50-minute time frame, as this candle just clearly showing volume in it. Next candle create a big break above the high, expecting volume it could continuously pushing upside. The first trade I just like secure everything here at 20 pips. Then I just like wait for the candle to give me some more confirmation to execute a second buy, and second buy I just like executed here when it just like broke above this both rejection on the left hand side. And this second trade was totally depending on H4 time frame, as this candle just created a weekend break above the previous H4. Target was this wick fill on the left hand side, again secure 23 pips again. And again I just like give my trade one more chance here with the same bias. Like this candle just close with a small body, create a wick, as then this candle is a break above the high. This is like another my structure, and I just like give a third chance to my trade, and all these trades just went into my favor, and my loss will become just like becoming like closing like profits. So very these there are like three structure over there. Number one, 15 minutes showing strong volume, executing fill this range. Number two, H4 executing secure some position, having rejection on resistance on the left hand side. Number four, small body breakup of the high, secure 25 23 pips. So yeah, so right now we're just like breaking above all-time high on the left-hand side. So you know what? There's just like a few seconds left for this 50-minute candle to close. Damn, it's like just need to readjust the Just need to have this 37 15. That makes sense. Okay, here we go. This is so 50 minutes is about to close. If this 50-minute candle is just going to be closed with a strong body, you know what, I just wanted to execute somewhere here, just like move more than 50 pips, but whenever just gold going to, okay, so the 50-minute candle just closed now. It just closed above all time high on the left hand side, but here is a thing we just need to understand. The current candle actually do not have a upper wick. The current candle actually do not have a upper wick, so there's like a 50% chance it could continuously pushing upside. And with my experience, whenever it just like break above all time high and it just like going to, it's just like close with no upper wick, I'm just not gonna execute on that, on that on that kind of candle. So I'm totally not interested right now in this situation. I would like to wait for some new structure to be formed. If it's just like continuously pushing upside, I will let it go. I'm just like not gonna execute somewhere here. I would like to see a candle should have to be come down, create some kind of support, give me some kind of confirmation, then I'm just gonna give my trade a chance. In this area where candle just like telling me there's just like a 50% chance it will go in my favor and 50% chance it will never go in my favor. So I will just not going with the another 50% chance when there's a probability it could go with in my favor, because it's like standing right now all time high, and on the all time high we just do not have any kind of data on the left hand side. If it's if the the previous candle, if the previous candle having a little wick on the upside or a wick on the on the left hand side, then the next candle create a wick and break above the high, then definitely I will execute on this situation. By depending on the volume that it will move like five with a $5 increment. That was my idea for the execution. But now as this can just like have no upper wick, so I'm just not going to execute, and it's just like already moved more than 100 pips here, so not interested. I would like to wait for the candle to create some kind of support, give me some kind of confirmation, then I'm just gonna give my trade a chance for the buys actually. I hope so that makes sense. Okay, YouTube, welcome salam, welcome. Should we wait for 50-minute candle to close above or wait? Yeah, I was just like waiting for this candle to be closed, but it just like closed with no upper wick, so just not comfortable with the buys now. Took a buy as it broke the previous candle high but wasn't too sure, so I put my stop loss at break even. Once it went 10 pips in profit but could stop out. Was that the correct thing to do? I just don't know on which time frame you just like executed. Yes, brother, please tell me that how many hours should we wait for our setup after London session open London if we only London session. So actually, you know what? Uh, I would say like after opening of London, the H4 candle just going to be closed right after 2 hours after opening of London. So in this next 2 hours might be you just going to be get some structure there. If you just like never going to be get any structure, then just come with like I would say with another session. That makes sense. Because if you just like not getting something during the pre-London, if you just not getting something after even the opening of London, then there's a less probability just going to be get something during the London session. So then try to come back on NY session. So there's expecting volume there. In what scenario do we need to shift from 30-minute time frame to 50-minute time frame when 30 minutes just start printing bigger than the normal size of candle? Like look at this 30-minute time frame. If you just like waiting for the 30-minute time frame, you might miss the whole move. Look at this one. This 30-minute candle just move like more than 80 pips. See this one. So in this situation, when there's just like a huge volume, when the candle just like printing bigger in size, so very high probability like you will get some confirmation by using the 50-minute time frame. Look at the rejection now. Wow, look at the rejection. You know what I'm suspecting? If it start flipping and break its own opening price, there's a probability it could continuously pushing to a downside, because the previous candles still do not have a upper wick. It's interesting. Someone already booked 18 pips. Wow. So currently we will wait for 50 minutes support to form. Yeah, because it's just there's like a lot of volume here. So even if we just like waiting for the 50-minute candle to form a support, we just like need a healthy body because 50 minutes is like weaker than the 30-minute time frame. If you're just going with a 50-minute time frame, so definitely we need something there. Secured 50 pips. Wow, very nicely done, Karan. You just like secure 50 pips. Might be you just like executed somewhere here. That makes sense. Wow. People are just making money and I'm just like late on the charts. So Man Mahantesh just send us the chart executed by the candle just created a weak breakup of the high depending on the volume. Yeah, it's just like a very beautiful trade. I would say like you just executed here. Totally depending on the volume. Totally makes sense actually. Yeah, great trade. Very nicely done. Okay, so would 4-hour impulse have been valid entry there? Red candle to the side, but more of the bullish, red and bearish. Let me just look at H4. H4 just breaking above this high. Yeah, but lower time frame actually give us the confirmation what could be happen on the high time frame. So H1 still open, M30 still open, and M15 just do not have a upper wick. So due to this thing, I was just like not interested in buys. Look at the way how it's just like rejecting right now. See this one. So I was just like worried about the situation. Like this candle just like shouting on us like I'm just having less range in myself. So look at this. Look at the reaction of the next candle. This is what I'm just expecting right now, and it's just reacting in the same way. Okay, so got the full move from sport. Wow, very nicely done. I have also a query that I used to trade only London session, and sometimes I like 2 days in a week. I can't find my setup in London session, and in the rest of 3 days some of them closes at break even days. For me it's going too much slow, so how I can fix it? Any suggestion you have? Most of moves comes in NY and NYSE open, so I miss that moves always, so please give me so you just like need to choose any one session which like suits your life schedule. I would say you are, yeah, like running any business, you are running like any kind of job. So you just like need to understand what kind of session like actually suits you. So just choose like any one session. It's like very easy to understand. Suppose that there's like six H4 candles in one day daily time frame candle. Actually there's just like six candles of H4 in a daily time frame. So first two H4 candle actually belongs to Asian session, and mostly we just never do like Asian session. So first two are like useless for me, and third H4 candle is just like directly connected with the pre-London and London session. So you can go with the third H4 candle, and you just like not have a schedule, or just you do not have a time to trade that session, then try to flip towards like fourth H4 last hour candle, which connected with the opening of NY. Or you can go with the fifth candle, which is just having like a NY session, which is just having like a volume of NYSE, and also having the volume of like London close there. So fifth candle or third candle, I would say like you can go with that one and choose any one candle. So it's been like there's just like 8 hours for the trading normally, and you can choose any 4 hours if you just like doing any job or just running any other business. So these choose any 4 hours and just like stick with that one, and look at your certain pair how it's just like moving during the certain volume time. Would you try a 30-minute wick fill here? No, I'm just like not gonna do that one. Just like looking for this candle to be closed. There's just like 6 minutes left for the opening of London, so we'll see. Right now just like doing some kind of showing some kind of volatility, already moved a lot, so I would like to see some kind of retracement. I would like to see some kind of like a support to be formed, so then I can give my trade a chance. I missed the trade because I was waiting for the breakout structure. It was breakout structure. Look at this one. Market was just like ranging here. Look at this one. How many times it's just like continuously rejecting from this current resistance area. Then this can just break and close above the resistance area. So in this situation, you just need to understand that does it make sense to go as a dynamic risk, because this candle just like clearly showing volume in it. Look at this one. The next candle create a wick. So in this situation, if you just like waiting for the candle to break above the high of the previous candle, you might like miss, I would say, like you will lose like 16 pips already. So dynamic risk actually makes sense in this situation. The candle just created a wick. As it's just like a break its opening price, you can execute it here. If you're just having like a bias for the buys, so you can execute it here. Stop loss below the current candle within the range, and it makes sense to go to fill this wick on the left hand side. This makes sense. I am 18 only and doing nothing other than trading, totally learning trading. So I have not any time issue. I can trade anytime. So you are 18 and totally like depending on forex. It's just like not a good decision, I would say, Bhupendra buddy. So I would say just start any, because you know what, there must be some kind of second source of income you should have before starting forex industry. It will never put you into any kind of psychologically pressure to pay your bills, pay your debts, or like any kind of like a bill you just need to pay there. You will never try to force yourself to take out those bill from the trading. So second source of income is like very compulsory when you just like starting the trading. Start it as a hobby and start continuously like getting the education, the proper education. Go through the process, I would say, and step by step you will start getting it actually. So it will take time actually, but it's like very important to have second source of income. Yes, it was, but the resistance above is very close, so it might be reject again. So you can like set a bias. You just got some kind of confirmation candle create a wick. You execute it here. Even if you just like start rejecting from this area, as it will just like come back into your entry point, you can secure 50% position. And as it will going to break its own low and coming back into the range, so you can close everything. So you just like not gonna like not gonna lose your complete trade. You will just like secure something already. So yeah, this is the best way to give your trade a chance here in this situation. Okay, so right now we just like continuously pushing to the upside, and this candle just about to be closed in 3 minutes. And after closing of this candle, I'm just gonna readjust my zones. So we'll see. Wow, look at this one. Just like went upside, then rejected, break its own low. Now again it's just like continuously pushing upside. Damn, I think so. I should be on a stream when it's just like close in this way. And I was just like doing some settings there. And I'm already like very aggressive these days. As I just like told you, market just like giving a lot of opportunity. There's just like a lot of opportunity right now in the markets. It's getting very interesting. Before the opening of London, it's just like continuously pushing upside. I think we have missed the move. I don't think we have missed the move. It's already moved. So yeah, just need to wait for some new structure to be formed. I had my zone at 3726 area, 3726 area. Oh, the market just did not even reach there 3726 area, and you already have your zones there. Wow, interesting. So after closure of this candle, I just need to readjust my support. It's like very interesting. The new support. Here is the new support I'm just having with me right now. Wow, what a volume, just like continuously pushing upside, tapping to 36.95. ब्रो एमएफयू में एक मेंबर है जो बहुत कंफ्यूज करता है, तो यार उसको ना सुनो ना किसी को। एवरीवन जस्ट लाइक आई एम हियर एंड गेटिंग देयर टूल्स एक्चुअली, एंड देन दे जस्ट यूज देयर like tools with their own perspective. So if you just like on a journey of forex, or you're just like right now on the learning process, do not like listen to others. Just like use the common sense, what just makes sense and what actually doesn't make sense. So don't look at others, just like keep eye on your success. Having a job alongside trading helps me shift my focus away from chasing profit in the trading. Hmm. Yes. What if the current candle close with wick above the all-time high? So you just need to understand, we just already moved a lot. We just need to wait for some kind of structure to be formed there. I just cannot jump into it by getting into FOMO condition. I would like to wait for some structure to form. If we just like create some kind of resistance, if we just like going to create some kind of support, then there's just like a very higher probability we just gonna grab something there. I understand what you are actually telling. I am also studying and preparing for job which can be done in any hour of the day. So wanted to know only about the time of trading that which is good to get entered. I already explained you, bro. Just like look at the stream, just look at the recordings. Continuously telling what is the best time for the where we can expecting the volume actually. So yeah. So YouTube, there's just like more than 130 people just watching, and I'm just having like 23 likes. So yeah, it's just like not fair. Hit the like button. Just waiting. Okay, can you make me in charge of your community in our country to expand dominion markets? You just need to discuss with Raja, bro. I just can't help you about it. NY or London, which one is best session? Both are best. Whatever suits you. Someone just like already in buy. I'm in buy. Yeah. All the best. Salam bro, Alhamdulillah, secured 55 pips. I moved my stop loss and got stopped out. When it when it retraced, thanks to you and Raja, my executions are getting better. Yeah, that's like very important to get like best execution. So wow, someone just like made like $1,000 here with the 55 pips. Very nicely done. Every time I trade anything, but gold, I lose. So you just need to journal your trades. What are the mistakes you're just like doing there? Just journal your trade. Just look at your executions. Like suppose that market just like right now continuously pushing upside, already moved a lot, standing right now all time high. Here I just wanted to execute actually, but the candle just do not have a upper wick, so I just like never went into FOMO. And if you just remember that it just like went 30 pips in our favor and then start rejecting and break its own low, so it could be risky. Now I just like knew that it's already moved a lot. I would like to see some kind of retracement, or I would like to see to form some kind of resistance, and then the next candle, if it's just like going to break above the resistance area, so I can give my trade a chance there. So I'm just like waiting for the proper structure to be formed. So in the same way, just go towards your all trades and journal your trades, why you just took losses there, what is the best thing you can do with that losses. Are you just like managing the risk there, or is it your execution are perfect in conditions? So just like journal your trades, so you will just like start getting the answer why you just like continuously losing your trades on a gold. Or something very important, are you trying to predict the market, or you are just like taking action after getting the confirmation? So it's like a very huge difference between happen and will happen. So keep this factor also in your mind, so it will help you out actually. It means should I trade both starting 2 hours of London session and starting 2 hours of NY session? Starting is these both are like a pre London and pre NY session. It's just like keep pushing upside and pushing me into a FOMO, but I cannot break my rule. I just need to stick with the rules. I would like to see some kind of resistance to be formed. I just need some kind of structure there. You know what? These days, until when we're just going to be hit like FOMC, I would like to open an account and wanted to take a buy from here, and leave it for for like 1 week until which is like going to hit with the FOMC. So even if it's just like going to be leave a small lot size here, it's moved like more than 400 pips. I could make a lot of money there as a swing trading. So just waiting. Yeah, I'm just taking this one. Just waiting. Just like continuously pushing upside, not stopping anywhere. Was there any entry above 3687? SL below 3648, 3687, 87. This one? If you just wanted to execute on buys, so and you're just waiting for the candle to break above the previous candle high, you're just going to be get like 30 pips stop loss. So in this situation, if you just like already had set your bias for buys, so this is your confirmation candle. The candle just like close above this rejection on the left hand side, showing volume in it. Next candle create a wick. You can use as a dynamic risk. The previous candle also have little to no wick to the downside, clearly showing volume in it. So execution here using a dynamic risk also makes sense. You can secure some position after like 34 pips, and even if it's just like never worked out, so you can manage the risk in this situation easily. Okay, 50 minutes is good for entry as a high volume and for a low SL. So just like need to wait. If this 50-minute candle is just going to be closed with small body, so that there's gonna be a impulse entry going to be happen actually. If the 15-minute candle is just going to be closed with a small body means it's just like dropping the volume, so less probability the next candle will create a weekend continuously pushing upside and break up the high of the previous candle actually. But if the candle just break above the high with the trend, where you just like getting the previous candle with a small body, then there's like no business of the next candle to break above the high of the small body candle. But if it just like break above the high of the previous candle high, which just having like small body, so higher probability it could continuously pushing towards the trend actually, because it's a sign there's a volume now, and it could continuously pushing upside. Okay, someone just like got more than 100 pips. Wow. Current candle flip then 37. Yeah, 37 just like coming up actually. And if this candle just like going to be close in a bearish form, the next candle create a wick break above the high, so this is the situation I can execute, and will try to secure some money before 3700, because whenever market is going to be hit like a round figure, it also called a psychological number. So whenever market is going to be hit like a psychological numbers, it can be reject from that area, it can be like shoot up from that area, so we should have to be cautious about the psychological number. Psychological number means like 3600, 3700, 3500, something like that. Okay. No, I'm telling that can I trade from 3 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Eastern, and 8 a.m. Eastern? Yeah, you can do that. If this is like a volume, you can go ahead. But on the left hand side, there was huge bearish rejection on 30-minute time frame. So waiting for 30-minute close was right or wrong in this scenario. So you just need to understand this candle just break above the current resistance area on the left hand side, and this candle also rejected, but it's just like showing a healthy body in it. So you can give your trade a chance. It's just totally depending on the like on your bias actually, and just need to understand this thing. They have Devansh, I think so. Yeah, Devansh. if you just like executing here, then there is a rejection on the left hand side, so it could be risky. So you just need to understand how you can make your trade less risky, and you can execute with your structure, with your bias, with your plans. So this is something which will tell you, if you just like go through the educational content in Market Fluidity University, you will see they will just tell you about the dynamic risk. So dynamic risk means where we just like never wait for the candle to break above the previous candle high. In this situation, we can execute as the candle is going to be open there, and if it's just like even retracing, we can add one more position into it. So dynamic risk actually makes sense here. If you're just having like a bias here, it will give you like a small stop loss, if it will give you the room for managing the risk. But here the stop loss will become like 30 pips, and here's like another rejection on the left hand side. So you just like need to understand in this situation what could be the best place for the execution. Make sense? Okay, which software you use to draw arrows on chart? It's just like a function of zoom. Don't ask the same question. Sir, can I deposit withdraw through crypto in Dominion market from India? Yeah, definitely you can go ahead with the crypto and trade on that needed guidance. Yeah, you can go ahead with crypto actually. You can use crypto for deposit and withdraw. Wow, I'm expecting might be just like going to be create some kind of resistance here. It will be very awesome if I'm just gonna get some kind of resistance here. There's just like 4 minutes left for the 50-minute candle to close, so it could be great. It could be great if we just like going to be get some kind of resistance here. Hmm. Can you please suggest the best crypto exchange to buy crypto to pay for Dominion funding? You can go with any wallet, bro. There is no one which I just need to give you a guarantee about, but you can go with any wallet. You can use any exchange, whatever suits you. I took an impulse hit 60 pips. Wow, very nicely done. Which software you use to draw? Damn, Deep Ghosh, I just already answered that one. Don't ask the dumb questions again and again. Okay. I have waited to form wick and then executed when it flipped green, book 22 pips and close full cause of rejection to the left side before the move. Yeah, that makes sense. Would you like to buy if current M30 break its own high, or next M30 candle wick down and break its own high? So I would like to wait for this 50-minute candle to be closed. If this candle is just going to be closed with a small bearish candle, and then next candle create a wick and break above the high, then I can give my trade a chance to tap into 3700. We'll see that. So just waiting. 2 minutes left for this 50-minute candle to close, and I'm expecting this candle to be create some kind of resistance area. Even if this candle is just going to be closed with small body, and next candle create a wick and break above this both rejection on the left hand side. So this is a situation also where I can give my trade another chance here as well. Try to grab like, and as we just like reaching towards like 3700, I'm just like never wait for the 3700. I will try to grab like 20-30 pips out of it. Already moved a lot, man. Just waiting. Just waiting. 1 minute left. 1 minute left for the candle to be closed. Wow, just like need to hmm, need to take a risk of like 75 to $100. Could be a 30 pip stop loss. Just like waiting. This is the last minute of 50-minute candle about to be closed. Just like a last 50-minute candle just about to be closed actually. It's a London open session. Might be if we just like going to break all time high, there is like a round figure of 36.95, but I just need to depend on the volume for the continuation going to the upside. Just need to wait. So 50-minute just like closed with a long rejection wick with a small body. If the current candle create a wick, break above the high of these both rejection, I'm just gonna give my trade a chance with 20 pips stop loss. So in this situation, I cannot do anything about the risk management. I would like to execute. Stop loss will be below the current candle, because if this current candle breaking above the high of the previous both candle, then there is no business of this current candle to come back and break its own low. If it just like come back and break its own low, my trade will become invalid. Make sense? So now it's just like creating a lower wick. If we just like create a lower wick and break above the high, I can give my trade a chance. And I would like to see this candle should have to be create a normal wick. I don't want to see it to fill the complete wick or retrace more than 50% of the previous candle wick actually. So then I will be cautious about for the buys. Then I just like need to wait more actually. Okay, load it up. Just loading. Let me just look at 30-minute time frame. Let me look at 50-minute time. Yeah, makes sense. What about if it breaks the previous low? Mendika entry in cells. Yeah, we are having like a different perspective with each other, so everyone just having like their own perspective. So this is my structure for impulse entry. I would like to go with the bias. Doesn't matter whatever, just doing anyone anywhere. I'm just gonna do something which I just like learn with myself. So just waiting for this candle to break above the high of this both rejection on the left hand side. This is something I'm just like waiting for. Impulse entry coming up. Impulse entry loading up. Just waiting. Just waiting. Okay, volume. Where are you, volume? You should not take this much time actually. So as you are just like taking time for this thing to be happen, you are like showing me less volume in yourself. So now I just like need to lower the lot size. Bro, it is necessary to sit on the chart from the Asian session open until the NYS. Oh, no way. Just choose any one session. IG Ghost, just go with any one session. As in the volume already pushed it quite far. We just like got our resistance here. And what a beautiful resistance we're just having right now. If this current candle break above this both rejection on the left hand side, so I will gonna execute. Stop loss will be below the current candle low, expecting it to continuously pushing up, so at least like 90, 97 or 98, something like that. But for the execution, there's just like a last confirmation I needed. I would like to see this current candle which is like struggling right now with a volume. If there's just like a volume, then this current candle should have to be break above this both rejection to continuously pushing upside. This is something I would like to see. here. Here I just wanted to execute actually. Bro, as I learned in MFU that we should watch M30 time frame. Then for what purpose you use 50-minute time frame? Because we're just having like a lot of volume. Look at the 30-minute time frame. In this situation, if you just like wait for the 30-minute candle to close, you will just might can miss the whole move. Look at this one. This the previous 30 minute just move like 100 pips. So in this situation, when 30-minute candle just printing like bigger than the normal size of candle, then we just like need to look at how we can execute by using a smaller time frame, like a 50-minute time frame could be chosen if the 30 minutes is printing more than normal size of candle. Because if you just like waiting for 30-minute candle, might be just miss the move, or might be just going to be get like a bigger stop loss there. So that's why I hope it makes sense to you and you will understand this thing now. All right, it's just like pushing right now to the upside. We'll see. We'll see. If it prints another bearish candle and the next break the high, the trade would be still valid. Yeah, if it just like broke above the all the rejection on the left hand side, still it will become valid one. So wow, look at this one. Just like need to wait for the candle to break above the high of the previous both rejection so I can execute. So in this situation, you know what, in this situation I would like to wait for ask and bid both price should have to be break above this area to continuously pushing upside. Just waiting, just waiting. It's just like pushing up now. Come on, come on. And in this situation, if it's just like breaking above this both rejection on the left hand side, then there is no business of this current candle to come back and break its own low. So stop loss gonna be below the current candle low. Just waiting. Where is the volume right now? The thing is, the most important thing we just need to understand, where is the volume? If there's a volume, then this candle should have to break above this both rejection. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. Bro, when you're sitting on the chart, do you use social media or just focus only on the chart while avoiding everything else? What kind of question is this? I just like need to focus on social media. Hello guys, can you please explain why yesterday's buys in the New York session worked out even after so many resistance on the 30-minute and 1 hour time frame? The buys that Raja took, I also took the same buys actually on this account as well. I think so. Yeah. Let me just see this one. Keep eye on that. Look at this one. I just like also executed here as it's just like break up. Look at the size of the candle, the way it's just like moving, and it's just like break up of this whole rejection on the left hand side. I executed here, secure almost like 45 pips. First secure 15 pips, and rest position I have just close everything at 45 pips. So it's like a NY session if I just remember. So expecting volume there, and after the long consolidation bounce to the downside, bounce upside down, up, and then it just like break up of all the rejection. And also it also depending on H4 time frame actually. This H4 which just like rejecting with a long rejection, break above this area. Look at this one. This is the same thing right now having on the H4 structure. The candle rejected with a long rejection, we close with a small bearish candle, and now come back directly to the M15 time frame. If you just like look at 50-minute time frame, which is like creating the same structure right now here, and same as it is just like printed in H4. I also was waiting for this candle to break above the high of the previous candle for the buys, but it just never happened here. But it happened that but it worked out on H4 time frame. So even if this candle just going to break above the high of the previous, these both rejection, the previous small body candle, I'm also going to execute on the same structure, because it's the same thing. It's the same thing, same history, just like repeating itself. But for the execution, the next candle should have to create a weekend break above the high. So can you see that this candle just break above the high of the previous candle? It just did not break above the high of the previous candle, so there's no execution there. So depending on the volume, opening of NY session was just going on there. So candle was just like clearly showing volume in it. The size of the candle start printing bigger size. So what else we just like need there? Just execute it by depending on the higher time frame, because low time frame was just like giving some kind of consolidation there. So when the price is just like messy on a lower time frame, so you just need to look at higher time frame what could be happen there. So in that situation we can grab some opportunity by depending on the higher time frame, because higher time frame is just like more stronger than the lower time frame. Okay, just waiting. Okay, price has retraced a lot. We'll see. 1 hour and 30 minute are strong bullish. Seems like we can expect 30-minute impulse maybe if good small body comes. Yeah, if this candle breaks the high of previous candle, now is it this optimal as this candle has retraced a lot? Yeah, it's just like retraced more than 50% of the previous candle. So yeah, just like cannot execute now. Now would like to see how this 30-minute candle just about to be close. So can I give my trade a chance there? Execution for impulse entry only makes sense if it is like going to break above this like in 36.94.95. So after 94.95 it could continuously pushing up for 3700. We'll see that one. Okay, is the market going to reverse and get inside the consolidation again? Wow, who can predict that one, bro? We just like, I'm just like not a market maker. How I can like tell you that it is the next thing what just going to be happen? We just work with the probabilities. We just take action on the confirmations. This is how we just do work. We just like never, this is the main difference between other traders and us. We just like take action once we just got our confirmation. We never ever try to like predict the market ever. If this candle make bearish at 50 minutes, then next candle valid for impulse entry to buy. Just wait for the new structure to be formed. Bro, if someone is profitable in one session, can they add another session? No, just stick with that one. If you just like continuously making money during the one session, why you just like wanted to go for another one? It's a sign of greediness you are having in yourself. Someone in chat, please tell me, what is the market going to reverse and get inside? Okay, chat, give him or her the answer actually. Damn, people don't even try to use their common sense. 1 hour and 30 minutes are strong bullish. Seems like okay, okay. Other way for me, it would be nice to see retracement around previous rejection from support, and then I expect to retest current high. Yeah, that will make sense actually. Should have to wait for some kind of support to be formed, so I can give my trade a chance for to the retest the high actually. Do you like to trade fake outs ever? Fake outs actually happen very rarely, I would say. So if there's just like a opportunity, then definitely I will just go for that one. So there's just like more than 150 people just watching right now on the YouTube, and I'm just having like a 45 likes. Should have be there, should have be at least like 100 likes should be there. I'm just like providing you guys the free education, and you just cannot hit the like button. Wow, I think so. Should have be stopped the live streams on YouTube. They just don't realize the power of this education. Okay, there were 10 minutes left before the H4 candle close, at which point you execute yesterday impulse trade. Where I just like looking for 30-minute time frame, smaller time frame. So the way it's just like moving, the way it's just like showing volume in it. So I just like executed on depending on the volume, because I just knew that the way it's just like moving, there's a higher probability that H4 just going to be close in our favor, and the next candle, next H4 will create a wick and break up of the high and continuously pushing upside, and it just like react in the same way. it did react in the same way. See this one, this one. This is H4 just closed. Next candle come down, retrace, and then again pushing upside. So 30-minute just closed now. Let me just look at 50-minute time frame, also close in a bearish form. So let's see. Now buys only make sense right now. The buys only make sense if it just like break up of this rejection on the left hand side, or I would say if the candle just like create some kind of support and give us some kind of confirmation to retest the high. That makes sense for the buys now. Just need to wait. Do you have Lamo like Raja bro? No, I'm just going toward that one, but right now no, sir. Because it's the most important focus right now to buy some lands actually. Cars just come at the end. Sir, most probably price retest and create support near 36.87 and tap high. We'll see. We'll see. For that, we just like need to see some kind of structure to be formed. And now I just like would like to see some candle to create some kind of structure here. If you just wanted to go for the sells, I would like to see a candle should have to be create a support, and the next candle break the support. That makes sense for the sells. And for buys, if it's just like break up of this like 36, 94, 95, so there's a probability we're just gonna move like $5 increment. So just like need to wait here. Just like need to wait here. Okay, so Devansh just sent us the chart. Let's just look at this one. Was the resistance valid as it formed bearish? This was of yesterday London Open. This one, this candle. I also took this trade actually. You know what? I also actually took this trade, and the trade was actually here when this candle just broke below the support area. The next candle created we can break the low. There was like a 30-40 pip range or downside. I just grabbed like it just moved even my favor 30-35 pips. I just like secure 15 pips, like close 50% position, bring my stop loss at break even. It just like went down, expecting it could continuously pushing downside, but it's just like come back and hit my break even. So I just like made money and didn't lose anything there. And after that it's just like start doing the consolidation. Then I just like never look at the charts. And then during the NY I just like got that move. A 5k initial investment is how far good is in your opinion? You can convert that 5k into 10k, 20k, 25k, it's all depending on yourself, bro. You can lose that 5k even in one day if you just like broke the rule. Never stick with 1 to 2 trades to 1 to 2% risk of your capital, so you're just gonna lose that one in one day. So initial investment could be your final investment if you just like not going to be implement the rules on that one. And that 5k also will become your, yeah, like your life even can depend on that 5k if you just like continuously going with the consistency, with the discipline, so that 5k will continuously generate money for you on every month, every week. Okay. Okay, what car do you drive? Why you guys are asking the same question? It's just like irrelevant. ASC bro, mashallah. Your analyses are so clean and simple like Raja. Yeah, because what I'm just like teaching you, it's like coming from Raja bro. Yeah, it's just like not my analysis. I just learned these things from Raja bro actually. Okay. I took this trade yesterday, secure 20 pips. Let me just look at this one. So market just like break above close and break above the high of the previous candle. Yeah, it makes sense, but like in this situation I would say like when market just behaving like in this situation, like bounce one, bounce two, what is the probability third and fourth time it just like can give you the chance? So it could be risky one. So but it's just like worked out for yourself. If it's just like but I would say it's a good trade, because look at this one. This candle just close above the previous candle high, showing volume in it. Next candle break above the high, and we are having like a clean traffic on the left hand side, tradable range. So it could be a very good trade. It is actually a good trade actually. But mostly whenever I saw this kind of structure, I would like to wait for some breakout above this area or breakout below this area. That make more sense. Okay, Kesa, can you make a analysis in GJ? What you think? Oh, okay, let's just go towards GJ. Let me just look at the chart of this Devansh buddy. So what you are just like asking the same thing, bro. In this chart, I was talking about the first bearish candle that made resistance. Okay, this one. This made resistance. Next candle, you just executed somewhere here, but you just like need to understand that the trend is like showing clearly a bullish momentum. This candle, the previous candle just like dropped the volume in a bearish momentum, closed with a small body. Next candle create a weak break above the high, and also just like showing a strong volume in it. So taking sells could be risky. This one. For sells, this makes sense where I just like executed, like it just like created a support, created a resistance, then it just like broke the support area, and then it just like refill the range actually. See this one? Wow, it's just like continuously pushing to the downside now. It's just like continuously pushing to the downside. Two candles just like printed in a bearish form. So probability it could continuously pushing to the downside. But my bias are actually bullish, so I cannot go for a counter trade setup. For counter trade setup, you know what I just wanted to see on the chart? Bro, do you trade based on percentage or with a fixed lot size? It depends on the structure. I'm just facing the stop loss I'm just getting, so I just like readjust my lot size according to that. We ask you these types of question like for the motivation. So I'm just like driving right now a Honda Civic. If it is there's a support on 15 minute you think to buy, yeah, that makes sense. If you just like got some kind of strong bullish candle on a 50-minute time frame even. If we want to take sell, so we have to wait support form and bearish closure because we are on a counter trade. Not yet right now, I would say. You know what? This is also like a very important thing to for the learning. If two candles just like close in the same direction, and the third candle break above these both rejection on the left hand side, these both candles on the left hand side, there's a very high probability you can grab some chunks there. But as I'm just already have a bias to take a buy, so I just like not interested in sells right now. I would like to see some candle to create some kind of support, give me some kind of confirmation candle so I can give my trade a chance there. So that makes sense to me. Just waiting right now. Look at the rejection now. 30 and 15. Yeah, just need to wait. Better to wait for the support to be formed and then plan for the trade. Yeah, exactly, this is what I'm just like waiting for. What do you want to see on the counter trade setup? For a counter trade setup, I would like to see like the way it's just like continuously pushing to a downside. If you just wanted to take a sell, I wanted to see a candle should be create some kind of support here, and then if I just like got some candle which create a wick, break the support area, close below the support area, so I can give my trade a chance for the sells. And for sells, I just need this kind of counter trade setup. I would like to see clean traffic on the left hand side. I would like to see volume there. I would like to see a tradable range. So when these all things like align with each other, so there is a probability I can give my trade a chance for a counter trade setup. Rather than that, I would like to see a candle should have to be create some kind of support, and first priority of mine, I would like to give my trade a chance to take a buy, to retest the high. These are the two structure actually right now. Just needed to wait for this thing to be happen. As the price had retraced 50% of the current range, counter trade Would be risky. Yeah, it could be risky. Counter trade is just like always risky, I would say. So in this situation, when gold is just like in a very strong bullish momentum, I will try to avoid counter trade setup. I would like to go with a trend actually. I wanted to take a buy, just buys. Where are your lives, Kaiser? The past one you will just get in into the market fluidity hope channel, where you're just going to be get the educational content. You will get the live sessions there as well. Let me just see. Hmm. Look at the way just like pushing to the downside. Okay, so here you go. If you just like go to your Market University dashboard, you will see here where all the educational content are situated. Here is Castle live stream. Here you will just get all the live streams below this masterclass, question answer simulator masterclass and Castle live stream. Just click on it and you will start getting these all previous live streams there. I think my internet just like, yeah, here you go. Here you will just get like all the live stream, you just the recorded live streams here. All education contents are available here. Got it? Okay. Okay, just like continuously pushing to a downside. If we want to take sells, so we have to wait support from and bearish closure because we are on a, yeah, for counter trade setup. That makes sense. Okay, my stop loss is in. Okay, can the market go below that? Sir, how many days do you live stream? So live stream actually designed somehow like this. On Monday, Raja Bro will do the stream. Tuesday, I'm just gonna do that one. On Wednesday, Raja Bro will again do that one. On Thursday, I will do the stream, and on Friday, again Raja Bro will do the stream. And whenever he just like gets stuck in some kind of meeting or he just like get busy, so at that time I also just want it, or I just have to like do the stream. So this is how the live stream actually designed by Raja Bro. Okay. Did you buy Civic from doing trading? You know what? The current Civic which I just like about, I just bought totally with the money of trading when the Trump just like arrived in the market. Within 1 month, I bought a Honda Civic with the money of Forex actually, which I just like earned when Trump hit the market. Yeah, I just like made a lot of money during that time, and still we just like continuously doing the same thing, still grinning, still grinning. By the way, how's your back pain now? It's better. Last day I just went towards for hijama. I just had like 19 cups on my back. So just liquidate my bad blood from my body. So I'm just chilling right now. Just feeling light. Do you only trade gold? Yeah, 99% just only trade gold. In GJ the consolidation 6. Okay, I just forgot. Sorry about bro. I just forgot about the GJ analysis. So let's just go towards daily on a GJ. Look at the previous daily candle, just break and close above this third. Wow, you know what? Very high probability if this current daily candle break above the high of the previous daily. Very high probability we will just going to be continuously pushing to the upside. Let's just go from daily to H4. H4 just right now doing some kind of consolidation. Sells 100% doesn't make sense because we are having a lot of rejections on the left hand side in this situation. For pound yen, I would say only buys make sense. Only buys make sense. This one 30, how much range it is? It's like a 60 pip range. So yeah, right now if the candle break and close above 208 200.8 something like that, very higher probability it will continuously pushing to the upside. It's just gonna give a huge move, and I think so we just having a clean traffic as well on the left hand side above that area. Yeah, clean traffic on the left hand side, tradable range, each and everything, clean traffic on all time frames. H1 clean traffic, clean traffic. So yeah, that makes sense above this high. Or if the candle just showing a strong bullish candle form here, then also you can go with the support. Like right now just doing consolidation. If we just got some kind of strong bullish candle, we just close above this current, this 30-minute resistance area. So above this area you are having a 20 to 30 pip range, 25 to 30 pip range. So depending on the volume, you can execute it with that structure to continuously pushing to the upside. That also makes sense. That makes sense actually. Simple analysis for pound yen. Just go for the buys. So 50-minute in Jacob just sent us the chart. Let me just look at that one. So Jacob, what is this, bro? Okay, it's a pound yen. Yeah, just but I would say take this support, this resistance area, because this resistance right after few pips, so it make more sense if the candle close above this minor rejection on the left hand side. This one, if the candle just break and close above 200.350 or 400, that makes sense. You can grab some chunks here. Okay, in 50-minute, if it forms gold bullish candle support, is it optimal or 30-minute support? Yeah, 50-minute also makes sense. Let's see how this 50-minute is about to be close. It also makes sense. We're just having a very strong bullish momentum in on gold, so depending on 50-minute also makes sense actually. So I'm just waiting right now. If this 50-minute just going to be closed with a small bullish with a strong bullish candle, so I can give my trade a chance by depending on 50-minute time frame by placing stop loss below the 50-minute candle. Because if it's just break above the high, then there is no business of the next candle to break the low of the previous 50-minute time frame. So just need to see how this 50-minute actually just going to be closed. And if this 50-minute, look at this one, the way it's just rejecting, if it's just going to be closed with a very small body, then I'm just not gonna give my trade a chance by using the 50-minute time frame. Then I would like to see a 30-minute candle to be closed in a bullish form to give my trade a chance. I think so that makes sense. How much money do you make with forex in a month? It depends on the conditions of the market. Sometimes we just make 10%, sometimes 20, sometimes 50, sometimes it could be 100%. It's totally depending on the condition of the market, what we just facing. Yeah. Do you have any specific timings for gold trading? Yeah, mostly London session. or if I'm just like not getting anything during the London session, then I will just look for NY session actually, or NYSC, expecting volume there. Sir, do you take any trades today? Yeah, I just took like three, four trades today actually, and all were just like one was just like in a losing trade, and other all were just like in a profitable trade. Sir, what about your 100k funded account? It's just like standing in drawdown during the CPI, but still I am having with it with me. We'll see. Right now, this is a time to make money actually. If someone just do not have funded account, they should have to be have right now funded account. There's a higher probability they can pass it easily by buying the gold. And someone just who just like having like real capital with them, they should have to be, I would say, like higher probability they're just gonna make real money with that one. So it's opportunity time, I would say. Look at this one from a long time, continuously for from like I would say continuously from 4 months. The previous 4 months it was just like doing consolidation. See this one, and now the gold just break up of this consolidation on a daily time frame, and then it's just like continuously push. So it's an opportunity time. It's a time to grab the opportunity. The best time I would say to grab the opportunity. See this one how it's just like reacting right now. So very easy right now to pass funded challenge, or it is like very easy right now if you're just having like a real capital with yourself. Just wait for the support to be formed, wait for the structure to be formed, just take a buy on gold till FOMC, because they just like expecting to cut the interest rate. So if they're just going to be cut the interest rate, there's a high probability just going to be hit with inflation. So people will start buying the gold. So what my analysis actually telling me, my analysis just like telling me that continuously whenever we just like until we just like going to hit the FOMC, there is a higher probability the gold will continuously pushing upside. And on FOMC I am expecting might be just like start dropping to the downside, then after 1 to 2 days it will again pushing to the upside, because everyone just like wanted to buy a gold during the FOMC, and this FOMC could make them cry. All right, so 7 minutes left for this 50-minute candle to close. We'll see. We'll see. Sir, can we see your today trade? Yeah, sure, why not? Here's my trades. Took a buy on a 30-minute time frame, break up of the previous 30-minute, which just do not have a upper week. Executed one buy, executed second buy, secure on first resistance, second buy, breaking above the H4 time frame. Depending on H4, again secure some position on the resistance on the left hand side. Rest like hit my stop or like a break even. Third buy with a 50-minute confirmation, like a impulse entry on a 50-minute. Look at this one, the candle just closed with a small body. Next candle create a weekend break up of the high, secure like 25 pips. So yeah, these three trades continuously was the winning trades, and this one was just like a losing trade. It is whatever it is. So look at this one, we were just like waiting for the candle to close, and this candle just again flip into a bearish form. So just need to wait more. If we wait, we just like going to be get paid, just like waiting eagerly. And these days, to be honest, I'm just like playing very, I just already told you guys, I'm just like playing aggressive on my all accounts. Look at this one, even if you just like look at the history of this account, 25 25.5, I just like start increasing the lot size once I just like make profit on this account. Look at this, all the history, whole history started with 0 0.15 1 5 0.15 0.15 10. First I just knew that now I'm just standing in profit, I start increasing the lots at 25.5 25 25. So still right now it's like a 5% in profit. Still I'm just having like a complete month with me. We'll see what can be happen at the end of the month. If candle makes weak bearish candle, entry above the previous candle high makes sense. Yes, that also makes sense. If the candle just close with a weak bearish candle and the next candle create a wick and break above the previous weak bearish candle, that also makes sense for the execution. Because our bias are bullish right now, and I just wanted to see some confirmation for to take buys actually. We just like continuously retracing right now. So yeah, that makes sense to execute here, placing stop loss below the current candle low. But there's just like 6 minutes left, so I'm just like waiting, and we'll see how this 6 minutes will give us some kind of opportunity, or we just like need to wait more. Just waiting, just waiting, just waiting. 5 minutes left. There is just like 5 minutes left for the 50-minute candle to be closed. I would look at the 5 minute. Hmm. Will we gonna miss the move in the last 5 minutes? Is it possible? Getting into FOMO? But it will be best to wait for this candle to be closed. Just waiting, 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 and waiting. Okay, so 4 minutes left for this 50-minute candle to be closed. Let me just look at 30-minute. 30-minute continuously pushing to the downside. H1. There is just like few minutes left for the H1 closure. M15, M15, M15 again, pushing to the downside, converted its shape into bearish one. No confirmation there yet. There's like no confirmation there yet. Just can't do anything about it. I see these type of setup when I miss, so then work well, but when I execute then not working even if there is no volume and I miss, so will work. Sir, what you just actually wanted to say, will work, not work, will work, not work. I think that I am in a break. Okay, there's the last line was just makes sense. I think I am in break even state. Yeah, just like general your traders, you just like might be not using volume in your favor. Volume is the most important thing in this trading. Volume is the only thing which can make you profitable, to be honest. Volume is the only thing which will like let your structure to be work out for yourself. So it's very important to be there for a volume. Okay, wow, just like pushing to the downside. Just waiting. Just waiting. So there's just like 2 minutes left for the candle to close. And look at this one, it's just like again flipped into bearish one. You know what? What if this candle is just going to be closed with no bottom wick? Hmm, it's interesting. If this candle is just going to be closed with no bottom wick and next candle create a wick and break its opening price, can I go for the buys with this kind of structure? ओके ब्रो, आपने फंडेड अकाउंट स्टार्ट किया था, उसका क्या बना? वो साइड पे पड़ा हुआ है भाई, ड्रा डाउन में है, सीपीआई पे पड़ा हुआ है। सर व्हाट आई मीन टू से is that I can't stay patient. I execute a trade and end up losing a heavy amount. Sir, please give some example for patience for the next time. So just take the risk which is easily for you to lose actually, which like never let you, like never let you go into some kind of panic condition. So just keep this factor in your mind. Just lower the load size and build your confidence first. Then start increasing the load size. Do not get greedy. So the 50-minute, 30-minute can just close now. And I think so 30-minute and 50-minute can have little to no wick to the downside. Am I right? Can I see on my other? Yeah, it's just like have little to no wick. You know what? If this candle just create a little longer wick and start flipping upside, I can give my trade a chance in this situation. Just have little to no wick to the downside. H1, H4, H1, M30, M15. It could continuously pushing upside with that trend, because a candle will just have little to no wick to the downside. There is like a 50-50% probability it will continuously pushing to the downside. So with that trend, if there is like a 50-50% probability, can take a buy here. But for buy, I would like to see this candle to create a wick. Then if it's just like going to break its own high, so I can give my trade a chance with a 50-50% probability that this 50% probability it will never going to the downside. So we'll see. We'll see. That also like a some kind of advanced thing, I would say. But as it is like a 50-50% probability, so we'll see. Why not wait for another 50-minute candle which will close in your favor first? Yeah, that also makes sense, but I just like I would like to try some new things. Why not? Let's see. I can try the lower lot size. My inner devil just actually telling me if it just like come down and then it start flipping upside and went up like at its opening price, so it could continue pushing upside. So how I can stop my devil actually right now? I just wanted to play with him. Just don't go with me. Just don't go with me. Learn it as a lesson. I'm repeating it again. Learn it as as a lesson. Don't go with me and see what happens. So you guys are getting bored, so I just like need to lose some money here to make you entertain. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I'm just telling you it could continuously pushing up. But before execution, I would like to see this candle to create a weekend. Then if it's just like flip, start flipping to the upside, so I can give my trade a chance. Yeah. Sir, how much should I use load size in 10k funded account? Just go with 0.10, 0.15. I am trading the gold on 5-minute time frame only in the London session, and I'm cleared the phase 1 challenge in funding pips. Wow. How can I trade the gold on 30-minute time frame like Raja Banks? Any advice? Just like stick with 30 minutes. Start looking at 30 minute. How the 30 minutes just like give you the confirmation. 30-minute is like more stronger than 5-minute, bro. If you just like get stick on a 30-minute time frame and just like start getting proper grip on the 30-minute, high probability you will start making the money there. Okay, what lot size I need to use in 50,000 funded account? So 50,000, 5,000, 5,000 means zero point 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 or maximum one lot. Wow. Okay, just waiting, just waiting. Just wanted to take a buy here. I would like to take a buy here. So yeah, it will be great if this 50-minute candle is going to be closed in a bullish form. So yeah, I can also give my trade a chance there as well. But you know what? As I was just like telling you, candle have little to no wick to the downside, so probability it could continuously pushing upside. It is whatever it is. It is whatever it is. Sir, do we have to pass the funded account in 1 month? If we didn't pass it in 1 month, it will blow. No, there's just like no time limit for any funded account to pass in a 1 month. You can pass it in 1 year. You can pass it in like 3 years, whatever suits you. So there's just like no restriction to pass it in one month actually. But for I would say like to keep your account activate, you should have to be trade at least like you should have to be open one trade, like even it's just like you just going with 0.01 to activate your account, and you just like need to do it like once in a month. So it means that your account is like still activated, like still you are like using that account, so they will just like never deactivating the account. So there's just like no rules of passing the both phases in 1 month. There's just like no rules. But before that, I remember before 1 year, I think so, 1 or 1.5 years before, everyone just having these rules like have to pass the funded challenge in within the 1 month. So it's also like such kind of psychological pressure on you. Okay, you go with 0.001 lot size. So if you make $1, it is enough for one chapati. Okay. Wow, look at this one. I just wanted to take a bite. Who just told me? Vladimir. Vladimir Noviko, you just told me. I will blame you to you never let me to execute for the bias. If you close bullish, would you consider NNT to resist the high? Yeah, yeah, that's definitely this is what I'm just like looking for. Look at the previous candle, it's just like not having a bottom wick actually. And if just after that, if it's just like got some kind of confirmation candle, close in our favor. So I can give my trade a chance to retest the high. We'll see. 30 minutes still open, 15 minutes still open. So yeah, just need to wait here. No confirmation, bro. It was not in your plan. Yeah, it's actually not in my plan. You are actually makes sense. So just like kidding, bro. So just waiting. I am just waiting, 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 and waiting. Wow, just like continuously pushing upside again. See this one, just like pushing upside. Mm. Well, I think so. We're gonna miss the move. The way it is just like moving right now, even it's just like break the body of the previous candle. It should respect the previous candle body, and then it should continuously pushing to a downside if I just wanted to push down. But it's just like breaking the body of the previous 50 minute. It's getting interesting right now. This elevator music is making me which elevator music? So should we change it? Relax now. You know what? My gut feeling just telling me it could continuously pushing upside. But I have to stick with my rule. I would like to see a 50-minute candle should have to be closed in my favor. But as this candle breaking above the body of the previous 50-minute candle, it will continuously pushing upside. Hmm. 5 minute also pushing. Wow, look at this one. What if there is no wick on the top for the 50-minute candle? Would it you still want to enter? If the 50-minute have no upper wick, the bearish one you're talking about, then definitely I'm just going to execute on that one. I will definitely gonna execute on that one. Someone just like secure 15 pips. Wow, where you just like secure, you just like executed here. So 5 minutes left for this 50-minute candle to close, and as I was just like expecting, it could continuously pushing upside. Look at that one now. Look at that one now. My devil was right. He was telling me take a buy from here. The candle just have no bottoming, very strong bullish momentum right now we're just having right now. Look at this one with experience. What I'm just like telling you, it just like broke the body. It's a trade, but I'm here to teach you guys, so I cannot give you some kind of things which like having less probability. But if I'm you know what, if I'm just like sitting lonely, I will definitely give my trade a chance here. But I'm here to teach you guys the consistency, the discipline, so cannot break that rule. So now I think so we're just having like our new support here. Miss the move 50 pips. Okay, next 50-minute wick down and we can try to long. I think no way, it's just like already fill the range on the left hand side for buys if it just break above this high. Yeah, but best thing should be that if it's just like executed somewhere, I should have to be at least executed somewhere here by placing stop loss somewhere here. It was just like continuously telling me the way, just like moving the way the previous candle just like closed with no bottom wick. Look at this one. It was like a very beautiful buys by depending on the structure and depending on the trend actually. Yeah, that was just when I was typing. Yeah, you see that one, just like keep this thing, write down your notes. I just like told you it's such like a advanced thing. I'm just like telling you right now, but it is whatever it is, can't do anything. It's just like fill the complete range. Look at the volume, damn, it's just like fill the complete range. Now I just cannot execute somewhere here. It's just like already moved now, already fill the complete range on the left hand side. So does this make sense to execute here again, putting myself into some kind of FOMO? If I just wanted to execute, this makes sense or this makes sense? These both things make sense. Yeah, just like I should have to be take a buy here. So you mean we can take a chance when we are alone? Damn, just like breaking above the high now. There's just like 2 minutes left for the 50-minute candle to close. So just like need to wait for the 50-minute candle to close to see if I can give my trade a chance. Cannot execute right now. Okay, just doesn't want to give a nice entry this session. Yeah, actually there is an entry and I can recognize that entry. That's why I'm just like talking about this area to take a buy, expecting it will react in the same way, and it just like reacted in the same way. Yeah, definitely. And then I just like said again, as it's just like break above the previous candle body, again higher probability it could continue pushing up. So very strong bullish momentum. I told you guys, don't go for a counter trade setup on a gold these days. Very strong bullish momentum just going on. So I think so if this 50-minute candle is just going to be close above this area and it's about to be closed in 1 minute, if it just like stopped here nearby 36.95 and then the next 50-minute candle create a wick and break above the high, so I am expecting with the volume it will continuously pushing upside until 37, something like that. So we'll see. Before that I would like to see this 50-minute candle should have to be close. above the resistance area, and then next candle create a wick and break above the high. So I can give my trade a chance, and stop loss will be within the range somewhere here. So last few seconds left, and again, if it's just going to be closed with no bottom, no upper wick, I should have to be stay away from it again. Wow, just like giving me the FOMO actually. Damn. Okay, what should I do now? The candle have no upper wick, already break like a break and close above the resistance, already moved a lot, do not have a upper wick again. So sometimes we just can't do anything. It's just like not in our in our hands. We have like one opportunity there, we just like miss that opportunity. Now it's a time to make your psychology like try to understand this thing. We cannot fight with the market, we cannot predict the market. We had an opportunity, we didn't execute, we just missed that one. So now this is the perfect time to accept this thing, that I have missed the opportunity. I cannot force myself for the execution. If I just try to force myself for the execution, there's a higher probability I'm gonna lose my money there. So again, I need to wait for new structure to form. I can't do anything. It's just like not in my favor now. Again, it's just like everything just like going against me right now. So it is whatever it is. I think so. Just need to shut off the stream right now. Can't do anything about it. But I hope so. It will be very educational for you guys. Look at the candle. Just candle just do not have little to no wick, no bottom wick. See how the candle just reacted right now. See this one. And now we just like going towards 3700, a psychological strong number 3700. So no one knows that how the market is going to project to that number. So I would like to see again a retracement, some kind of new structure to be formed there, so I can give my trade a chance. Till right now, I can't do anything. It's just not in my hands right now. Cash bro, does the 5 minute make sense? 5 minutes is actually like a lower confirmation, I would say. 5 minutes actually have a lower confirmation, so I just never look at 5 minute time frame. If 30 minutes just start getting in a bigger size, start printing in a bigger size, so then I will just look for 50-minute time frame. 5 minutes just like use it very rarely, might be during during some kind of high volatile news I use like 5 minute time frame. Rather than that I just like never look at 5 minute. पलक झपकते ही move miss हो गया. Yes, this is what is called actually forex. It will just like shoot in the last few minutes actually. See this one, we're just like waiting for the 50-minute candle to be closed and it's just gone. It is whatever it is. Yeah, it's very educational. This is Akala. Yeah, it's like a very educational. You guys like understand this thing. Someone just again secure 50 pips, close 50%. Wow, very nicely done. Secured again, bro. Took the entry when the 50 minutes breaking the bearish candle. Yes, that makes sense. Kamal Mohammed, very nicely done. Would be stream in NY open? No, you just look like already got one stream here, so there will be no stream on NY. So yeah, I'm just heading off now. I think so. It's just like a very educational live stream. We will just like waiting for proper structure to be formed. The structure just formed there. It just like never give us some kind of confirmation. But the confirmation here in this structure, we just go. The candle just do not have a bottom wick. It's mean like it's having a 50-50% probability. It will continuously pushing to the downside, and it just reacted in the same way. Market just like start rejecting. I would like to execute if the current candle create a wick, and then if it's just like break above its opening price. If it's just like re-watch this live stream, you will understand. I will just like continuously talking about taking a buy here, and then as this candle breaking above the body of the previous candle, I just also wanted to take a buy here, but need to stick with the rules. So it's a kind of advancing, I would say. So sometime, very rarely, it's just happened very rarely. I just cannot explain it until it's just like printed on the chart. So it's like happened very rarely, but it's a probability. So probability was high, it will retest the high, and it just did that one. So just like make notes on this kind of educational content, I would say, and it will be very helpful for you guys in the future, because in the same situation, if you're just going to face the same situation in the future, there's a probability you can give your trade a chance with a low lot size to build your confidence. So yeah, Thank you so much, guys, for having me, and thank you so much for attending this live stream. We'll see you guys on Thursday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Raja bro will do the stream, and till that, be safe, be careful. Don't try to force yourself for the execution. Wait for the new structure to be formed. Don't get into FOMO. So yeah, take care, be safe, and bye bye.